Oh yeah, he'll be back. All
right, let's hold that coat and clap.
He gave you $1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took $1, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
He already got his money, he can leave.
Rhoda does my books, so she knows. But thank you. We'll see if folks gather for a minute.
Maybe another Q&A with the audience?
We can do a Q&A. You know what? Why don't we do a real Q? Like, okay, when did you start doing stand-up?
Oh, it's in my act, so I can't say it. I don't want to preview the one good joke.
All right. I'll take it. All right. I started. Okay, the first Sunday in February, 1979, at the Improvisation in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, that's history, huh?
That is history.
Do that calculator.
Yeah, no, that's 15, 35.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was actually the same exact day. This is like that Larry David gave me the finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you never met a famous comic before, but Larry David gave you the finger.
I'm not famous comic.
Oh,
Did
okay.
I say it?
How many didn't give you the finger?
Only Larry.
Only Larry David.
Yeah, that's a distinction that is sort of,
If you're going to get a finger from someone,
he was true to form.
if you're going to get a finger from someone, he is the person to get a finger from.
You want to know why? You want to know why he gave me the finger?
It's because you were singing?
Because I told him. Whoa! One in the column for Gregory. No, he gave me the finger because I told him I thought he was great.
Ah, yes. That sounds like Larry David.
Doesn't it though? So if you harbor any kind of secret hope to like encounter Larry David one day, curb your enthusiasm.
Ah, I get it. Because that's the name of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. These people, you can come through. We're not live.
That's all right. Come, yes. We're
Yeah,
all family.
come on.
Oh, come on. Let's go down a little bit.
That's B2 right there, yes.
B2 and
B4.
B2 and B4 and B2. Yeah.
Shall we,
you know what? I actually do think it's time to maybe move along with our show.
When I am with you, I have a giggling teenage crush that I must sultry vamp, yeah, sultry vamp.
So, the treats are aplenty, and we're not done yet. We are going to be joined momentarily on the stage by Raquel, Vadel, and the Monday Men. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about them and how they work. Raquel Vadel is the kind of artist who hears melodies and sees images in her head that cause her to spontaneously sing into her phone, rummage for a pen, and seek out the nearest piano or guitar. These songs evolve into what she dubs alt everything originals and are further interpreted by her diversely gifted bandmates, the Monday Men. And I am going to leave it for Raquel to introduce them when they are on stage, but together they weave a rich harmony-laden tapestry and explore a varied musical terrain that includes nostalgically sultry swing, ethereal ballads, neo-bossa nova, darkly wry carnival blues, and rootsy Americana rockers. This is some music, folks. They perform throughout the greater Hudson Valley and New York metro area and are currently in the studio putting the final touches on their debut album.
featuring Todd Giudice on drums and vocal, Seth Maston on bass, David Hollander on guitar. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Raquel Vadel and the Monday Men.
Great night. Boy, Phoebe is smiling down on us. Are you having fun? Yeah. Wasn't nothing but beautiful. And Lucy and Gregory and Pete, it's just been a great night. When Pete first asked us to be part of this, I jumped at it and said, yes, I love Phoebe Snow. And it gave me the opportunity to really delve into her anthology and explore everything she'd written and listen down to it and see what I could take away from it. And I thought instantly, oh, it's too bad I can't do Poetry Man. But I'm doing this song that we fell in love with that is, it reveals the struggle that she was having in her life at the time of her really, really huge fame. So it shows her vulnerability. It's called Isn't It a Shame? Isn't it a shame not to have something to believe in? To have to cry in public places, frightened by children making faces. Travel folders call you, so do your memories. What does statistics seem to stop you? They whisper it's a tea. The moon has coated me with dust. I must look aside. I left my mind out in the rain, so please don't be polite. Can you help me? Can you help me later on tonight? Can you help me? Can you help me? At least until it's night. Tonight I won't be drinking. I'll love you anyway. I will be very busy thinking I can still come out and play. It's more than medication. It's all less of a shame. The simple fact that I'm alive and well, and I'm laughing at myself. But my casualties, my foes will just go by. But I still have that second chance, and this ain't for the boys. advertise this on Facebook and, do the thing that you do when you're a musician to get people to come out of their homes. And I found out through social media, like Facebook, that 3 people I knew had met her or knew her well, and I didn't know this. And so all these stories about Phoebe started coming at me this month, and it was really kind of exciting to hear them. And it gave me some insight, and I'd already done the homework on her music and saw how beautiful and sophisticated and sensitive it was. And just to hear that she was just this amazing, amazing mother, Buddhist, self-sacrificing woman after this career and before it. It was just so wonderful to discover that.
We have David Hollander on the guitar. Seth Maston on the bass guitar. My name is Todd. Jeez. And Raquel Vadel.
And Todd, you forgot to mention, it's a special day for David for 2 reasons.
This is David's premiere gig with us.
We're very happy to have him. Yeah.
And it's also David's birthday today.
Right. And the fact that he sacrificed his night with his little girls, and that's so great.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you. This is a song called Air Feathers that I wrote. It reminded me of Phoebe because it's about escape, and it's about noticing that somebody needs help to escape from a situation that they're in. Birds told her story that I kind of love. There's comedy in tonight, so I can tell funny Phoebe story, right? Apparently, Phoebe was made to eat bananas when she was a child and didn't like them very much. And so the temple that my friend was part of, they went to Mount Fuji to it's a Buddhist, temple retreat. They on the bus they had these bananas they were each given as their treat, their snack, and they all put them aside, knowing full well that it would be a very good joke at the end of the bus ride to hand Phoebe 30 bananas. So that was her little present. She never claimed the spotlight, and that's something very important that my friend had told me, that she never looked for that. And I think that's a really important lesson from her life and about the sacrifices she made. Now, this is a song I was trying to explain before that is about, I thought it was not about my life, but it's about my parents. So it's very interesting how writing does that to you. song is about the haves and the have-nots, and it's about politics as much as anything else, which is something I don't usually write about. But worded after the Great Gatsby, so that was an interesting thing. Not something I usually do. It's called Tell. Thank you. Seth, David.
Oh, Vadel and the Monday men. I really, I have, guitar envy. I wish I was a guitarist. I don't look the part anymore, unfortunately. I couldn't pull it off. Wait, you see some of the hair on the stage? I know, it's frustrating. But that was a lot of fun. We're not quite done with our music for the evening, but we have a couple of other things coming up before that begins. Everybody still okay? We're all feeling the vibe? Still very good? All right. Well, coming up is a little more comedy, and then we have a very special dance interlude, which is lovely. So hopefully your appetites are ready for dance. But and I won't be doing that, I promise you. Right. My reaction when everybody voted it down. Because I could plie a little bit. I could do that. But it's just that the ballerina tutu didn't quite fit. But anyway, so well, listen. What we're going to be doing now is more laughter. Yes. The laugh. Well, the comedy serves as a little sorbet in between the music. So we will proceed thusly.
Ooh, yeah, you make me laugh.
So, you've met him, Gregory Joseph. Shared some stage time with me. So Gregory is a comic writer, producer, and lover of all things jazz. And you can catch him on stage regularly throughout New York City, New Jersey, Washington, D.C., and Maryland. Gregory's writing has appeared in The Nation, AM New York, Time, and Alternet. And in a more immediate sense, if you want to experience Gregory, again, as an audience member, he performs regularly in the comedy clubs throughout New York City, such as the Greenwich Village Comedy Club and the Comic Strip. Ladies and gentlemen, we've seen him before. We love him. Gregory Joseph is in the house.
Hey guys, one more time for Pete Smith, right? And for all of the great performers, Open Book, Raquel, Vadel, Lucy, they're all just amazing. I'm going to put that phone there, and you make sure nobody steals it. Those people back there look pretty sketchy to me, guys. Hi, everyone. How are you? You guys have been a great audience. Give yourselves a round of applause as well. You guys are a better audience than that. You can give yourself a little bit more of a round of applause. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, here we go. My name is Gregory Alexander Joseph. Okay? It is my real name. It is not a stage name. All right? I didn't purposely go out to try to find the whitest sounding name for a white guy and settled on Gregory Alexander Joseph because Wayne Brady was already taken. Like, no, this is my real name. When your name is Gregory Alexander Joseph, like, you actually cannot be a criminal. You can't. Like, I might break into your house, but just to do your taxes. That's the only reason I'm there. Here's a little fun fact. My name sounds so white that in high school, I was voted most likely to marry Molly Ringwald. It's true. And I was more of an Ali Sheedy kind of a guy, so it's kind of a big Paul. I am from New Jersey. Anyone here from New Jersey? There you go. What part of New Jersey are you from? You're from New Milford. We're neighbors. Yeah, I grew up in Teaneck. Yeah, I actually used to work at the ShopRite in New Milford. Yeah, is it still there?
I think so.
You're not from New Milford. You just made it up. Of all the places in New Jersey to make up, you just made up New Milford. Yeah. I used to work at the ShopRite in New Milford, so I've come a long way, I think. And you know this because you're from New New Jersey, I'm sure everyone here has experienced this, but when you're from New Jersey, you realize that a lot of people make fun of New Jersey, right? You hear this all the time. People make fun of New Jersey. And let me tell you something, I've realized that the people who make fun of New Jersey are usually from places that have no business making fun of anyone. It's true. I was on Facebook the other day, and there was this guy making fun of New Jersey, and this guy was from Haiti, all right? Seriously? I'm sorry, but if you have to go to a well, all right, and carry water back on your head, you can't make fun of New Jersey, all right? We've got running water in New Jersey, all right? Haiti is literally living on a prayer, okay? So you can't make fun of Bon Jovi if you're from Haiti. I'm sorry, it's not allowed. It's true. Thank you. Bon Jovi fan in the front row. There you go. There's a Bon Jovi fan everywhere. I planted her there. Thank you. What's your favorite Bon Jovi song?
Oh, I can't remember.
Too many to think of, right? Yeah, too many to think of. Mine, coincidentally, is Living on a Prayer. Yeah, because that's the title of that joke. Living on a Prayer. People are a little bit weirded out when they find out I'm from New Jersey, which is weird because I don't really know where people think I could be from. You know? Like, I don't have a southern accent or a southern drawl, so I can't be from like Alabama or Mississippi or one of those other southern states that don't count. I can't be from there. I'm in my 40s. So I can't be from like South Central Los Angeles or Compton, because I would have been dead 25 years ago. No, the only places I can actually be from are New Jersey or wherever Bryant Gumbel was raised. Those are the only two places I can be from. Like I said, I'm 43 years old. Hold your applause, it's okay. I'm walking on my own power, people. That's a step in the right direction. People say I look good for my age. Yeah, they do. They say I look good for my age. And the reason they say I look good for my age is because black doesn't crack. You guys ever hear that phrase? You guys ever, it's true. They say that black doesn't crack. And it's true. It's true, man. It's true. Black does not crack. It does, however, attract a lot of bullets. So it's a little bit of a downside with the black not cracking. It's true. It's tough. I don't mind being 43. The only time I actually really have a problem being 43 is when I go on a job interview. All right? Because every time I go on a job interview, it seems that the person interviewing me is much, much, much younger than I am. You ever have that experience? 2 weeks ago, I went on a job interview. Interview was over lunch, okay? Woman interviewing me was so young, I literally had to cut her meat for her, all right? That is really young. It is. It's so young. It's true. I mean, interviews are stressful enough, you know? But can you imagine having to talk about your work experience and your resume while you're doing Here Comes the Airplane? Like, it is hard, man. It is not easy. It's tough. I don't feel old, though. The only time I feel old is when I go out to the bars. That's the only time I feel old. When I'm at the bars in New York City, I feel really old because I'm like 20 years older than the scotch I'm drinking, which either means I need to make more money and buy better scotch or just stop going out altogether. It's true. But one perk about being 43 is that I am above average. Yes. In life expectancy, all right? I am. As a black man, I should have been dead like, around the last episode of Seinfeld, so I feel I'm good. And it's finally good to be above average in something because I was a really poor student when I was younger. I was. I remember receiving a below average in penmanship when I was like in 3rd grade. Penmanship, right? Couldn't even clearly write my white ass name. Like, that's how bad it was. And there was this kid who used to make fun of me all the time because he received an above average in penmanship. But like I said, I got the last laugh because I'm above average in life expectancy. So you know what happened to that kid who was above average in penmanship? He's dead! He's dead! He's dead. But on the bright side, his suicide note was perfectly legible. It was a work of art. It really was. So before I moved back to New Jersey, I used to live in Washington, D.C. Anyone here ever been to the nation's capital? Yeah? All right. Good. Good. I used to live in Washington, D.C. I did. I used to live in Washington, D.C. I was actually in Washington to see the President of the United States inaugurated, all right? I saw it with my own 2 eyes, okay? It wasn't like I had like a really kick-ass Groupon and I was the only one who saw it. Like I think everyone saw it. But despite the fact that I saw this, there are a group of people out there who believe that Barack Obama was born in Africa and not in America, right? You ever hear about these people, right? They call themselves birthers, right? They believe that Barack Obama was born in Africa, right? And they believe this despite evidence to the contrary. Despite the fact that Barack Obama has produced a birth certificate that says he's born in America. Despite the fact that he's taken the oath of office twice, and despite the fact that Barack Obama is a black man who grew up without a father. In this country, people, black kid growing up without a father, as American as apple pie, all right? We all know this, all right? We know this. Look, I've been to Africa, okay? There are no fatherless children in Africa, right? In fact, the only African I know who grew up without a father was Simba from The Lion King. That is the only one, the only one. I had to leave Washington, D.C. because there were just too many stupid people when I was down there. Too many stupid people. I was down there for the election in 2008. And you guys remember a guy by the name of Mitt Romney? I know, it was like a bad dream, but it actually did happen. It did happen. I remember Mitt Romney going to speak in front of the NAACP, all right? And he told the NAACP that his #1 objective was to defeat Barack Obama. Now, that's pretty stupid, right, people? That's dumb. You don't go in front of the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and tell a room full of colored people that your #1 goal is to stop the advancement of a colored person? You can't do that. You cannot do that. That is not smart. I am from New Jersey, so I'm actually living through the governor of New Jersey thinking about running for president. Chris Christie, yes. Chris Christie is the greatest governor in the world, if you're a comedian. He is the greatest. You can't ask for a better governor than Chris Christie. I know he's going to run for president because last week he actually released his health records. And when you release your health records, that's one step away from announcing you're going to run for president. The health records weren't odd, but I did find one thing kind of weird. You know, Chris Christie's been happily married for 25 years. So I found it kind of strange that on his health records, he listed as his emergency contact, Papa John. Like, that's kind of weird, right? Christie's been the subject of a little bit of negative press. I live in New Jersey, so I've known this for quite some time. I remember back during Hurricane Sandy, when Christie really abused his power. The day after the hurricane, we didn't have any power in New Jersey, nothing. The schools were closed, the businesses were closed. When Christie found out that Dunkin' Donuts was closed, he issued another state of emergency. That is not good. But I think we'll all be excited for a Christie presidency, just to see the motorcade. I'm just looking forward to that, you know? Because like a normal presidential motorcade is followed by like, you know, armed security guards, but I swear Christie's motorcade will be followed by the good humor man. I know it. Those little bells will be ringing. It will be great. It will be great. I'm 43 years old. Like I said, I've never been married. I have no children, so that makes me an authority on women. All right. I know everything about women. I do a lot of online dating. I can tell this is a real strong online dating audience. You guys just look like, you know, I can see OkCupid, Match.com, written all over your faces. Like you guys are on a match date right now, I bet, right? Great first date, let me tell you, great first date. I do a lot of online dating, and I learn things from online dating. Like this thing I learned. White women love to vacation in poor third world countries. Like I didn't know this before I started going online. I mean, you look at the photos on the profile pictures and you see photos of white women in Thailand white women in Mexico. I mean, I swear there's so many photos of white women in Africa that you could think that Nigeria was handing out free pumpkin spice lattes. Like, that's a lot of people. I mean, what does that say about African Americans, right? When you have a whole generation of white women who will go thousands of miles away to countries filled with violence, to countries filled with disease. Yet I can't get a white girl named Jennifer to go see a Tyler Perry movie with me. Like, it's a little frustrating. It is. So like I said, I'm single. I've had really bad luck with women. I really have. I had this one woman break up with me because I wasn't religious enough. That's right. She came to a point where she was either going to fall in love with Jesus or fall in love with Gregory. And she chose Jesus. I don't blame her, you know. If you fall in love with Jesus, you will have access to eternal salvation. You fall in love with Gregory, the best you'll have access to is DirecTV. That's all I got for you. I once had a woman break up with me because I wasn't into S&M. Yeah, can you believe that? This woman didn't understand that as a black man, I don't get aroused over whips, chains, and calling you master. Like, this is, can't get through to people like that. It's tough. I went on a date a few weeks ago. Hold your applause. I know it's amazing, but it's true, it happens. I went on a date a few weeks ago, and I went out to dinner with a woman. And over dinner, this woman told me that all she likes to eat is local and sustainable foods. All right? Local and sustainable. This is New York City, all right? Like, what is she talking about? Manhattan and the Bronx? What does this woman's diet consist of? Labradoodles and Dominican kids? Like, I didn't understand it at all. She yelled at me because I ordered tuna, all right? She yelled at me because I ordered tuna. She said, tuna is not sustainable, all right? Tuna hurts the dolphins. Don't you love the dolphins? Screw the Dolphins. I'm a Jets fan, all right? I don't care about the Dolphins. I'm a Jets fan, I'm single, so I'm just a glutton for punishment. It's true. Dating is rough. Anyone here dating? No one here dating. Are we in Alabama? I've never been in an audience where no one's been dating before. Are you all married, or are you just having a version of clapping? Which one is it? I guess it's the clapping thing. I always say the wrong things at the wrong time. You and I were going on the road. Yeah. We are. It's like peaches and herb. Cookies and cream. Thank you. You can come too. I always say the wrong thing at the wrong time with women. That's my big problem. You ever notice how you watch the movies and you see these actors and they say the right thing at the right time? And I always want to be like that. A few weeks ago, and remember guys, I do everything a few weeks ago, right? Job interviews, dates, everything's a few weeks ago. Today, the most boring day of my life. 2 weeks ago, full slate of things. I was with a woman. We were actually in her apartment. We were actually in her bedroom, all right? And yeah, exactly, ooh, thank you. And she turns over, she leans over to me and she says, I'm really glad you're here. All right, that's right. What do I say? Right, I'm in this woman's apartment, I'm in her bedroom, and what do I say to that beautiful, sincere moment? I say, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad you're here too. Because if I was in your apartment without you, I'd be committing a felony. Kind of killed the mood. But I always wanted to be one of those people who can say those magical things. Like, you ever remember the movie As Good as It Gets? Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt? And one point in the movie, Jack Nicholson says this beautiful thing to her. He says, you make me want to be a better man. That makes me melt, and I'm straight, for crying out loud. Or Harrison Ford in The Empire Strikes Back when Princess Leia says, "I love you," and he just says succinctly, "I know." I wish I could say things like that. I wish I could make those things come out of my mouth, but then I realized that that's not Harrison Ford, that's not Jack Nicholson, that's some screenwriter. And trust me, people, nobody wants to sleep with a screenwriter. Nobody. I literally want to emulate someone who goes to sleep wearing a sleep apnea mask. That's what I'm thinking about. It's not someone who you think can put up on a pedestal. It's true. It's really horrible. It's not true. It is so true. So I didn't want to answer this question before because it was in my act. So I'll tell you now. I have been doing comedy now for a little bit over 2 years. Again, hold your applause. I remember when I told my friends I wanted to be a comedian, and my friends were like, "Gregory, do not become a stand-up comic. Stand-up comedy is hard. Stand-up comedy is impossible." Now, I love my friends. They are very good people, but on this, they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. I'll be the first one to tell you people that stand-up comedy is not hard. Stand-up comedy is easy, all right? It is easy. Like I said, I've been doing this for 2 years. I've already made $80, all right? It's true. It's definitely true. It's true. As sad as it is, I rounded up, too. It's true. So I have a little confession to make. Now that we're all close, you guys have been applauding at all the right times. Everyone here is married, so about that. All my life, people have come up to me and they said, "Gregory, you're not black enough." Heard this. Don't act shocked, people, all right? It's okay. All my life, people come up to me and say, "Gregory, you're not black enough. Gregory, you sound like a white guy. Gregory, you're not a strong black man." I'm telling you, I've heard this from everyone. Strangers, friends, family. When I was younger, my grandparents used to come to visit. They'd bring us gifts, right? They'd bring my brother a basketball and me a subscription to Newsweek. Like that. I heard I wasn't black enough so many times as a kid that when I was 5 years old and Santa Claus asked me what I wanted for Christmas, I told him diabetes. Like, that's... You guys can let it out, it's okay. Thank you. Ouch. This guy says nothing, he doesn't move, he doesn't laugh, and then the one thing he says is ouch. You're also coming with us. It wasn't just when I was younger, though. It was actually when I was an adult, too. Again, 2 weeks ago. Pretty busy, like I said. 2 weeks ago, I went to meet with a movie producer, all right? And the producer told me they were making a movie about the life of Barack Obama. And he wanted me to audition for the role of Joe Biden. Like that. You gotta book us next. It's weird though. I mean, I don't like to tell people this, but I don't understand when people don't think I'm black enough. Like, here's a little confession, guys. All right. When I was younger, I was in a gang. All right, I was in a gang. Me and my gangbanger friends, every night we'd go out, we'd kick ass, and we'd take names. Actually, I took names because I was the gang's recording secretary. I'm still in the gang, people. I'm still in the gang. I had this one guy come up to me and say that I wasn't black enough because I don't listen to hip hop, right? Which is not true, all right? I love hip hop. I love Jay-Z, all right? That song he did with Coldplay is amazing. Thank you guys for knowing Coldplay. I'm looking at you three up there, and you guys don't even. Kids these days. Kids these days. But I actually have black street cred. I do. The problem is every time I get black street cred, I will do something automatically to give it away. I will. Example, I was actually in Hurricane Katrina, okay? Hurricane Katrina is automatic black street cred, right? I'd have to be Malcolm X to have more black street cred than being in Hurricane Katrina. But like I said, every time I get black street cred, I will do something automatically to give it away. So even though I got black street cred from being in Hurricane Katrina, I survived Hurricane Katrina by swimming away. I'm gonna leave you guys with a little bit of a somber note. I know it's supposed to be a comedy show, but I like to bring it down low. You guys remember? It's what I do. You know, who wants to laugh all night? Right? You guys remember who Rodney King was? Yeah, right. About 2 years ago, Rodney King died. Right? He drowned in his pool. Now, the more and more I think about Rodney King's life, the more it reminds me of one of those DirecTV commercials, right? I can imagine Rodney King sitting on his couch, and his cable goes out. And when your cable goes out, you go for a drive. And when you go for a drive, you get stopped by the cops. And when you get stopped by the cops, they beat you to a pulp. And when the cops beat you to a pulp, you sue for millions of dollars. And when you have millions of dollars, you buy a big house with a pool. And when you have a big house with a pool, you drown in the pool. Don't drown in your pool. Switch to DirecTV. You guys have been fabulous. My name is Gregory Joseph. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Wow, that was really nice stuff. Okay, Gregory Joseph. So, all right, we've got an issue about where people fall in the scale of you know, racial whatever. Phoebe Snow's not white enough, and Gregory Joseph is not black enough, and I don't know how to shake all that out. I'm not sure where we all stand. But we're about to move on with some really, really interesting stuff coming up. And let's see, we're going to just take a minute here to make a little room because the next thing that we're going to see needs a little real estate. So yes, this is a moment that a lot of us have been waiting for. So we're just going to let the stage clear a little bit. Hope everybody's doing fine. And anybody need a restroom break? You're good. Okay. All right, good. Well, should we do more Q&A? Do more Q&A. No, I know. We're done with that. Who came the farthest tonight? Where are you from, Dan O'Donnell?
Connecticut.
Connecticut's good. Any other Connecticutians here? Another Connecticut? Wow. Oh, I think I see another Connecticutian up there. Wow, very good. All right, one round for the Connecticutians. Connecticut nutmeggers are Connecticutians. That's what we are. I'm a native.
Sounds like Lilliputians.
What are we?
Like, it sounds like Lilliputians.
Lilliputians. Well, okay. I'm going to have to Google Lilliputian. I'm sorry. I don't.
From Lilliput.
Oh, from Lily. Oh, well, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I'm a native nutmegger. I'm a Connecticutian. So, you know, it's how we talk to each other. On that note, I want to start talking about what we're about to see. Lucy Austin, who you have been able to experience a few times throughout the evening already, is about to entertain us with a form of dance. Lucy studies many forms of dance, from classical ballet and theater to street styles, at the Ballet Art Studio in Beacon and Steps in Paradance Studios in New York City. She has had the honor to attend the New York State Summer School of the Arts School of Dance for the past 3 summers. And she's often found singing musical theater songs in an aria or two, but tonight marks her first foray into more bluesy territory. And with that, what we are about to enjoy is the first example of one of Lucy's originally choreographed pieces here on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucy Austin.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
say Lucy Austin. Now you see why.
You didn't spell it, but you said it. It makes sense.
All right, consistent with some of the, yeah.
No, she's definitely the shining star of this,
Lucy's,
between you and I. I mean,
Lucy's
like,
wonderful. She's a local gem, but, you know, I would say, you know, get your autographs now.
I got mine.
She's about to go global.
I'm gonna get a selfie with her. I'll have it forever.
You know, she said no to me. I don't know. Well,
I have a selfie with you. It's not quite the same.
yeah, you and I have some.
Yeah, it's not one of my proper
That was
moments.
fun. Remember that? That was fun.
Yeah, it takes me back to 15, 20
Yeah.
minutes ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Good time. Listen, we're getting ready for a wrap here, and we're going to.
We're gonna dance, right?
Well, you know, I got voted down.
No? Okay. Well, that's probably for-
I got voted down.
I can see why.
Well, I've been known to, you know, break a move, bust a move. What do you do?
You would probably break something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Or bust it. You'd probably bust or break something. Yeah. You're right.
Something along
Yeah,
those
yeah,
lines,
yeah.
yeah. But, you know, I'm always game, so whatever, the invitation comes up. But no, the dancing was done, and it was done in an amazing, breathtaking way. And, you know, well, I pray to see the likes of that again on a stage that I can share with somebody. It was wonderful. We are, in about a moment, we're all going to gather here because there's going to be something before we all let you go home. And in the meantime, we're just getting some gear in place. By the way, there's this anonymous non-vocal fellow who you see kind of carrying out behind you. I happen to mention a brother of mine who used to get mistaken for the Native American. Who's not. That's it. Okay. He's not 12 anymore, but he's still the darling of the hippy-dippy community.
And how about a round of applause for our lighting, sound, and guys up there? They call them ghosts, the people that are behind the scenes. Behind the scenes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. And Steve Lafer is here with bringing a wonderful video tape contribution to our
And the great people here at the Phillipstown Depot Center, who with the desserts.
Oh,
and
Rhoda!
coffee.
Oh my God, Rhoda brings her. I mean, her the guide for her. Love it. All right. So, I just want to say that as we leave you, to give you a little something about what we're about to hear and do. Singer-songwriter Paul Simon was never so inspired than when he invited Phoebe Snow to join him on a gospel tune that he penned, which was this wonderful, uplifting, upbeat song full of hope and full of the promise of redemption. And we remember Phoebe Snow with this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful song that she participated in and added her invaluable and memorable vocals to. And we are going to have Raquel Vadel and the Monday Men lead us, joined by guest keyboardist. If we could say hello for the first time to Jeff Miller. And with that, Gregory and I are going to take a secondary role, but Raquel is going to lead us with our next number.